Now to our team coverage on the future of abortion right here in Arizona. It's been nearly a week since the state Supreme Court upheld a near total abortion ban back from the 1800s.
And ever since, the political posturing has been heating up. Tonight, ABC 15 obtaining a document from sources at the state capitol that discusses Republican strategies to combat an abortion rights ballot measure with competing efforts of their own.
ABC 15's Rachel Louise Just and Garrett Archer have been covering this big story since it broke last week. They're together tonight for team coverage.
When the Arizona Supreme Court ruled 6 days ago that the territorial abortion ban could go back into place, it put lawmakers in a position where they have to make tough decisions between policy and personal convictions. Now they're weighing how to go about that in a 24-page document that goes over what a ballot measure by Republicans could look like, including plans that would be more restrictive than a proposed voter-led initiative, but give more access than the 1864 ban.
This issue is louder, hotter, more broad than any other issue, and it's more personal.
Absolutely not. Do not.
Last week, we saw a flurry of activity around abortion in Arizona, including Republicans saying they felt the pre-statehood ban went too far, while others blocked efforts to get rid of it. Stan Barnes is a lobbyist and former Republican state lawmaker.
They've built themselves a very difficult political position, and they're trying to unwind it. The smartest political people in town don't have an answer for this. For Republicans.
Republicans could put forward a resolution that amends the state constitution like that document proposes, and it would likely be more restrictive in an effort to win over voters while putting limitations on abortions.
It's also, from a political point of view, the question that is driving who actually governs Arizona in the future.
That would make things complicated because it's very likely a wide-reaching constitutional amendment that would guarantee abortion access in the state is also set to be on the ballot this year. We've seen ballot measures like that come up in other states in the last 2 years. For more on that, our data analyst Garrett Archer.
Rachel, since the landmark decision overturning Roe v. Wade in June 2022, there have been 7 ballot propositions enshrining abortion rights into law. They are split evenly among states that voted Republican and Democratic in the last presidential election, and all the propositions were successful, and none of them were particularly close either. They ranged from about 5 points in Kentucky and Montana to over 15 in Kansas, California, and Vermont. So according to Ballotpedia, there are 14 states where abortion rights will or may be on the ballot this November. Already on the ballot, Florida, New York, and Maryland. Others, the rest, they are not finalized, and that list does include Arizona. When you look at them by their 2020 presidential margins, they split evenly. 7 for Republicans, 7 for Democrats. 3 of these states, though, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Arizona, are swing states that went for Biden last time, and no electoral math exists without at least one of them. The concern for Republicans is an abortion rights initiative on the ballot would increase turnout for Democratic-leaning voters, making it harder for them to capture one of these required swing states. That fear is leading for top-of-the-ticket Republicans like Kari Lake to alter their political positions in favor of an abortion ban with a gestational limit. Rachel?
Thanks, Garrett. Legislative Republicans could introduce a resolution now that, if it gets the support of their entire caucus, would make it onto the ballot. They'll be dealing, though, with the Freedom Caucus, which has a hard line on abortion.
If you're a pro-life person who believes life begins at conception, it's hard to write a law that says abortion is legal until the 15th week.
If that measure gets on the ballot and the voter initiative also makes it, Barnes says likely the measure with the most affirmative votes will win, but things could still play out in court. For ABC 15's political team, I'm Rachel Louise Just.